Swings and roundabouts indeed. 64%. King, do you want to surrender? It would be a good time to surrender right now. The war is indecisive. Indecisive, my foot. You've lost. Can't you see it? Lose a few more lands, then you'll see the light. You'll see the light of the error of your ways, and you will capitulate this throne, which you should have done a long time ago. Duke George thinks. You should have gone many moons ago, back in the days when that old fella, Rudolph, was about to be put on the throne before you escaped that somehow. You escaped by the whisker, by a fly's eyelash you escaped, but not anymore. Right. There's no sign of the Danish just yet, and every time I say something like that, I always curse myself, so expect to see a Danish ship full of troops come sailing down here any time now. 72%? Wow! King, you still thinks it's indecisive. He's obviously blind and foolish. Not fit to rule the great nation of England. There is a man I need to arrest and another I want to assassinate. Oh, for God's sake. Do I care right now? I'm in war. I'm war-torn. Do not disturb me with menial news. Let my court and my council deal with such stupid things. My focus is on capturing England right now. Before I die, of course. Please don't die. A Cornish ruler, a Fleming ruler, has not lived past the age of 65. I believe Duke George and Duke Ambrose both died at age 65. Looks like might be a cursed age. Let's see if we can get this country under our control before the age of 65. Would be nice. Another victory. Another victory. Come on. Come on, 83%! All this technology is increasing all of a sudden. I don't care. I have one focus right now. I don't care if the world is crumbling around me. My focus is here. I don't want to take my eye off the ball. Byzantine Empire is still doing very well. Haven't crumbled just yet. England. England, come to me! Right, something needs changing. Maine! Maine is done. Stick a fork in it. Where can we stick these guys? Right, go to Mortain. Mortain will hire some ships, sail you across, and you can start in Kent. That stupid cow that decided to not join my war, she can die. Duchess Agnes, she likes me. 56. Why am I insulting the poor woman? Why? Because I hate her. Look, minus 37. That's probably because she didn't join my war. The coward. Come on, hurry up please. 15th of June. Yes, I haven't got it unpaused. That's why he's not moving. Why do I do it? I hate that about the game. When the game's paused, the people still walk. If they stopped walking, it would be a clue as to that the game is paused. It would be nice. When they're still moving, it's hard to tell the game is paused. Anyway, let's get ourselves across on some boats. Not enough. 14, not enough. Ruin. God, I need to summon how many boats for this charade to happen? Alright, we'll get them there, and we'll get you across into mainland England very soon. Right, merge. Join the boats. Sail across to Dover. And then land in Kent. Oh, what? Holy smokes! He's getting busy in his old age. He's leading troops, for goodness sake. Where is he leading troops? He's leading the troops here. This is... I thought he'd be retired in bed watching it all. As they were watching it, he'll be receiving messages of the troops' endeavours while he lives life of luxury. No, seems that he has taken an active part in this war, and for that, even more respect to the old to the old beggar. He's grown on me, this guy. He's grown on me indeed. As I say, the bards will tell tales of the drunkard, gluttonous, slothful Duke George, and how he turned from a layabout, indecisive ruler to actually quite a good man. Ah dear. Right, we're still besieging 4 settlements, and it looks as if King Adam's fruitless alliances with Denmark has not proved to be very useful. Why? Because they've turned their backs on him, thinking, let him die. Let him die. We'll say we'll help him, we'll just hit him a laugh, as his little kingdom crumbles beneath the hands of a greater man. And for that I salute you, because you are right. Oh! I don't know if this has already happened sooner, but I've only just seen it. I've only just seen it. Here we go. Here we go, folks! Is this history in the making? King Adam, the English king, popularly known as the Unready. Don't know why, he's been pretty good, but we're going to enforce our demands. And we are going to usurp his crown. Boof! Oh, let me pause it, let me pause it. Let me pause it and see who rules in England. We have it! The first English ruler, King Bohemond of England, a Fleming ruler. Let me see this. Let me see history unveil itself before me. Since the start of the game in 1066, we have had numerous House de Normandy rulers. Until now. Mark the date in your calendars. On the 14th of the 9th, 1158, a Fleming ruler took the throne. Wow. And so started the battle for supremacy. You have the Lannisters and the Starks in the Game of Thrones battling. You know, I've only seen up to end of series 2, so I don't know what happens in series 3 yet. I haven't watched any of series 3 because I've been on holiday, and I haven't read any of the books. But it seems as if we are having a very similar situation. 2 prominent houses. Who will come out on top as England's rulers? Well, we'll have to find out, won't we? Now, I did say that this would be the end of the LP. We have an English ruler, a Fleming ruler rather, on the English throne, and I said that when that happened we would end the game. Did I not? But it just doesn't feel right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game here, and I'm going to play out another session tomorrow. Duke George is still alive. He's the head of the Fleming family. But he has a liege. His son is his liege. It's kind of a weird situation to be in. Your son is the king, but I am the lord. I am the head of the family. You are only on the throne because I put you there. So don't you dare try and screw me over, and you shall respect my authority. Interesting situation to find yourselves in. Right, can we disband these troops here, or do we have to return them home? No. They shall return home. Do you know why? Because England is Fleming. England is Fleming right now. So even though my troops are not specifically in my homelands, they are Fleming owned. So we disband without penalty. We disband without penalty. We disband without penalty. And voila. So what do we do, folks? What do we do now? We need to plan for the future, because this LP will continue until Duke George I of Normandy dies. When he dies and we take over as Bohemond Fleming, that's when the LP shall end. When we physically take control of an English king. However, There could be numerous twists and turns before then. You see, the current succession law of England right now is agnatic seniority, I believe. Where is England? There it is. How do Crown laws? There we go. It is agnatic seniority. This has to change because currently the heir to the oh! I just seen something quite amusing. I am the oldest Fleming. What if I was to kill my son? I would become king. Would Duke George stoop to such an act as to kill his own son? In fact, couldn't we... Is he still a traitor? Couldn't we still imprison him like we could before? That would be funny. Oh, we can't. We can't imprison our liege. How stupid would that be? But if we were to kill it, I'm gonna save this. This is just me messing about now. I don't think he would kill his son. Not a chance. We'll just check. Do we like him? Do we like our liege? He doesn't like him. Why not? Because he's ambitious. You see, ambitious people do not mix well with ambitious people. Does not mix well. Wow. This is a normal. This normal bit of perusal that I'm doing right now would normally happen off camera, but seeing as I'm in a happy place right now, I think I'll just do it on camera and let you listen to my random rantings here. What was I trying to do? Yes, I was trying to. I'm going to pause it. Just excuse me. Right, where's the save? I'm going to save the game and save it as LP18. This will be the 18th incarnation. Don't crash on me, please. Don't crash on me. Oh, phew! That would have been rather horrendous. Okay, so if we were to do something here, Duke George, the drunken old man, he is the family elder. Deep down in his mind, Bohemond was responsible for killing his eldest son. He was plotting to kill him. He died in a suspicious accident. He's not stupid. He thinks he killed him. That's eating away at the back of his mind. He's the head of the family, and therefore having to bend his knee to his brat of a son. That also is eating away at the back of his mind. Eating away. Eating away indeed. Oh, we can't plot to kill him. We can only assassinate him, apparently. We need to spend £350, 350 gold pieces to assassinate him. Because he's a king, it would be very difficult. He would be surrounded by bodyguards and such, so it would be a rather costly affair. But he loves me. He loves me so much. Because I pressed his claim, of course. Of course he loves me. I'm his father. He should respect me. Oh. It would be interesting if we could have plotted to have him killed. Would Duke George do it? For his own personal gain? Forgoing the Fleming dynasty and going for personal glory would have been quite an interesting proposition. But it's not going to happen. So we'll forget that for now. I wonder if we can request anything from him, like land, titles? No? Perhaps not. He has England and Evro. So although he is king, because I hold all the counties and the duchies of the Fleming dynasty, he doesn't have too much of a power base, so he's going to rely heavily on me for support in his early reign. Queen Elizabeth of England. Elizabeth I. So yeah, he's going to rely on me heavily for support. Almost like a crutch. Well, like two crutches. Like a wheelchair, in fact. He's going to rely on me. Unless he starts revoking titles and things himself. Which is going to be interesting to see if he does it. But one thing we need to focus on is actually getting primogeniture succession installed within England. Now this isn't a bad thing. Primogeniture succession in England would be the norm, I think. So if we were to start a faction, this is not officially part of the LP, this is just conjecture, this is just me playing around on camera rather than off camera. But if we were to press this faction, we have a massive amount of strength compared to the current king. Because we have all the troops, he has nothing. So if we were to press this, he would more than likely accept. Why? Because primogeniture is nothing to be worried about, and it would allow his own children to come to the throne. So this could be a quick and easy way to switch England into primogeniture succession. Give it a try. Let's see if he goes for it. And it looks like my liege might be Norman culture. Yep. Okay, so we're going to just progress the time and see if he accepts the primogeniture succession law. Rather than risking civil war and tearing the realm apart, I have decided to give in to your demand and change the laws of inheritance to primogeniture. But this will not be forgotten, so by doing that, what we actually do is we lower the opinion that he has of us, because we blackmailed him. Is that right? Let's progress the time a bit so the figures present themselves. So now England is in a state of primogeniture succession law, which is absolutely marvellous, because now what happens is his heir will be George Fleming, which will be his eldest son. Or should be. Unless, of course, it still goes to me for now. Okay. It doesn't seem to have changed here for some reason, but if it is currently set to primogeniture, which it's saying it is, then his son will surely be the new heir to the throne. Maybe it hasn't sorted itself out just yet. So that's a quick and easy way to change it to primogeniture. Yes, although he says it's blackmail and treachery, he still has a high opinion of me. It doesn't seem to have affected our relationship. So that's definitely something, that's definitely a big plus there. Prince Robert for England. Who's Prince Robert? Robert de Normandy? Are you having a laugh, my friends? You don't think that's going to happen. So what do we do now then? I'm actually going to end the LP here properly now, and I think I'm going to keep what I've just done in the footage, because primogeniture succession law is definitely a plus. So we've got the primogeniture succession law changed. We have Bohemond on the throne of England. What do we do next? There is a war to try and lower the crown authority. Because of the fact that we have usurped a title here, the crown authority of England is going to have automatically lowered to limited. Any lower and people are going to be waging war on each other like bloody wildfire. They will now, in fact, but yeah, we could do with the crown authority remaining at limited, to be perfectly frank with you. So my thinking is that we should now start to do our son's bidding. We are the real organ grinder here behind this little pairing. We are the true leader, although my son is in title, we are technically. So if we raise our levies and throw them into the war to lower crown authority on our son's behalf, we could win the war and save England's crown authority from becoming lowered, so that when the next king comes into play, the one that we take control of, we can then higher the crown authority to medium, and that is a happy balance. Sounds like a good plan to me, but let me know your thoughts and opinions. Have I missed something else out of it? What should I do when I pick up the game tomorrow and start sort of preparing myself, as it were, laying the foundations as best I can for my own rule as an English king? I can still do a few bits and bobs now as Duke George to lay the foundations to make my job a little bit easier when I come into power. So let me know your suggestions, and to help you with planning out and offering your advice, I'm going to once again upload the save game at the end of this session to the description, so you can download the game into your own game save into your own games and take a look at how the world fares right now. But yes, let's all celebrate. We have a Fleming king, and hope that it continues long into the future. So join me tomorrow when we shall continue the campaign. It hasn't ended yet, folks. Enjoy it while it lasts. See you tomorrow.